What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. Real quick, just before we start this video is going to be sponsored by ggesports.com. On their website they host a game where you can play as an analyst predicting the outcome of League esports matches, but it's not a betting website, you don't use any real money, just their in-game currency, which you can get for free. And right now they're doing a giveaway on Facebook for some of their in-game prize currency, which you could use to buy some of their prizes like RP, tablets and stuff, and it's super easy to enter. Just check the link in the description to their Facebook post and follow the directions there. And with that said, let's jump right into the video. We all have our own servers we play on, be it North America, Europe, Korea, a different country, or perhaps the PvE. But there is another League of Legends server that isn't actually available to the public. This server goes by the name of the Tournament Realm. Perhaps you might have heard about the existence of the Tournament Realm, the secret League of Legends server, but very few ever get the chance to actually play on it. As a result, you might tend to assume that it's the same as the conventional League of Legends servers, but it's mostly kept private for use by tournaments and the LCS, and in reality there are quite a few differences that you might not expect it to have. One of the most common misunderstandings about the Tournament Realm is that it's accessed using the tournament code feature on any normal server, but that feature in question actually behaves more like a specialized custom game lobby that Riot hands out codes for to localized tournaments. The Tournament Realm is completely separate from the regular game servers to the point where you actually need a separate client and a separate account to play on it. Players in major tournaments like IEM or the LCS are given links under a loose NDA directly from Riot to where they can download a copy of the Tournament Realm client. This link is kept secret and changed often to avoid it being leaked to the average player base. This means usage is entirely limited only to professional players and a handful of amateur players that required access for tournament qualifiers. This might suggest that the Tournament Realm isn't necessarily a live server and is LAN exclusive, but we actually know that that's not the case. After the release of Dynamic Queue, a lot of pro players complained on Twitter that high elo matchmaking was just a total mess, which led to them using the Tournament Realm to solo queue against each other. This tells us that although the Tournament Realm is always online, there's simply just no way to access it unless Riot has specifically sent you individually the download link and provided you with an account. Notably, Riot has laid down only one rule for pro players that wanted to use the Tournament Realm to set up their own little matchmaking system. They were not permitted to stream games on it, which is pretty much a testament to how secretive Riot are when it comes to the Tournament Realm. But it also goes to show that the Tournament Realm can be used for more than just professional local area network matches, although it's used for those too. If you ever manage to get a hold of a Tournament Realm account, there'd be a few things that you would immediately notice. For starters, pretty much everything is unlocked and you have just about unlimited IP and RP. All the champions are ready to be used without purchase, and most cosmetic items are also available, but with a few notable exceptions. There's actually a multitude of skins that are disabled to use on this server, and with good reason of course. They either confuse the spectator experience, or they are seen as giving a potential slight advantage to players. A well-known example of this was perhaps Steel Legion Lux, whose abilities were quite a bit harder to see than her other skins, and as a result was disabled on this server, among many other skins too. Riot recently started doing quite a few VFX clarity updates to actually almost all of these skins, so a lot more skins are available today on the Tournament Realm than were disabled in the past. It's quite difficult to piece together exactly which skins are banned or which skins are usable on the Tournament Realm, as Riot occasionally fixes one or perhaps adds a new skin to the disabled list, and they're also very secretive in keeping the full list from the public. From the few Rioters that I managed to contact about this information in question, all of them came back to me and said that they were unavailable to release the list because the people who had the authority to decide to share that information had simply just decided to keep the list of skins that were banned private. The Tournament Realm is also what allows Riot to set up features such as the Echo Rewind thing we've seen before, without potentially risking any bugs entering the normal servers. These features are of course exclusive to the Tournament Realm, and the Rewind feature was just one of which there may be many, and certainly more to come in the future. It also seems likely that Riot has the ability to use the tournament realm on a local connection, since larger tournaments are played on these local area networks to remove the influence of network lag during a competition. And if it wasn't clear, the LAN tournaments that make up all of League esports are played on the tournament realm. This also makes it quite likely that tournament realm users have the option to connect to multiple different servers or perhaps even set up a custom server, because LAN events occur all over the world. There still must be an active online server in addition to the LAN functionality though, since without it pro players wouldn't have been able to use matchmaking on the tournament realm without being in the same place as one another. League of Legends games played over local area networks typically have around 7 to 8 ping, as reported first-hand experience by professional players. You might expect the server to have 1 ping or maybe even 0, but there actually will just always be some form of delay, even on a local connection, because they have to connect to the local server still. Having said that though, 7 or 8 ping is still incredibly responsive, and is also a big reason why so many NA and EU teams like to boot camp in South Korea. Not only is the competition there more challenging of course, but Korea's internet infrastructure is super advanced, with most players all over the country having around 10 or maybe 11 ping, regardless of how good or bad their internet connection is. For an online connection, that's just insane, and it provides pros a much more realistic practice environment, similar to what they would expect when playing over local area networks on the tournament realm, compared to having to play with 30 or 40, sometimes as much as even up to 60 for the pros that live in California, maybe even more ping depending on, of course, where they live and which server they're connecting to. But it looks like that's just going to be about it. Wraps up all the information I was able to find about the tournament realm. It's quite an interesting server to look at actually, considering it is what pro players play the LCS on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this inside look to the secret League of Legends server. I definitely had fun doing my research and figuring out as much as I could about it. I just wanted to take a little bit of extra time here at the end to explain how to play on ggesports.com. You go to the website, and after your account is set up, go to the Game Hall. Click on LOL near the side to go to the upcoming League of Legends games. Click on Bet Now on whichever game you want, and you're taken to the area on where you can wager on who will win or other things in the match. After you decide what you want to bet on, you can click on it to be taken to the confirmation screen to select how much you want to bet, and you can confirm your decision after your selection. Oh, and one last thing, don't forget to click the Join Now button on the home screen/leaderboard screen to make sure your earnings are being recorded so that you can win the prizes. Thanks again to ggesports.com for sponsoring our content, and I'm looking forward to see if any of you guys can win some stuff on their website.